Well done, Andy.
Halfway. What is up, guys? Andy Forrest, Team Runner here, and today is week 3 of this 10k training series where we're chasing down 3340. So just before you get too deep into Tuesday's workout, today is a double workout episode today. Today I am also part of the Asics Ekiden World Relay in Team Shoetubers United. You can meet my teammates very shortly. Today we're going to be covering Tuesday's workout in this week's 10k vlog and then my 5k leg 2 segment of this relay. It's going to be a great video. Sit back, relax, enjoy Tuesday, and then tune in after that to see how we get on. So welcome back to week 3's 10k training series. We're back down the lake with Matt. There he goes, warming up. He has a double session today, so that's pretty epic. He's trying something new, obviously with no races on the horizon. He's trying something new. Make sure, obviously, as always, link will be in the description for his channel. Go check it out. He'll be doing a video within his all-in series, probably documenting the purpose, the reasoning, and all of that stuff. Today, I have K reps again, 6 by K, and then 200 meters at the end, 5 by 200 meters, and then 5 by 30-second sprints. Need to rein in the 200 meters a little bit. They were a little bit quick last week, so I need to be a bit more sensible. Aim between 36 and 38. The goal is to be trying to hit just faster than race pace, but not going too crazy. And the K reps, again, just looking to see if we can be consistent with those. Legs are quite tired. We ran quite late last night, about 6-7 p.m. It's now quite early this morning. My legs are feeling rather heavy, so we'll see how we get on. And as per the foot injury, yesterday's run was actually quite good. We only probably hit a 1 out of 10 on the pain scale, so I'm going to stick with the Nova Blasts. They seem to be treating me well, and I'm prepared to sacrifice pace and stuff in a session to make sure we get some good solid recovery in the foot. So hopefully by the end of the week it will be feeling a lot better. Anyway, as you can see, it is a dank and miserable morning, spitting with rain, a little bit windy. Let's get this show on the road. So here he is, the man that's doing the double session. What are your 2 sessions today? What are you doing?
2 sessions. First one is the easier session, 6 times 5 minutes at marathon feel. But that might be a bit quicker if your marathon pace is beyond 3 hours. Try to work at about 2.5 millimoles of lactate, and then
very scientific.
Yeah. So it should be okay, it should be cruisy, but a good benefit. And then later I'm doing a harder session, 10 by a K, but that's more half marathon field, closer to that anaerobic threshold, but not quite tipping over the edge.
So an easier session this morning and a bit of a harder session tonight. The reasoning for all of this will be, as I said, on his channel, so make sure you go check out his all-in series. He'll explain why he's doing such a crazy thing. The Lydney Lake start line, here we go, 6 by a K. Where's he gone? We were meant to be starting together. What's he doing? You coming? Come on. It's his turn to be in a singlet today and my turn to be in a t-shirt. Right, come on, let's get this show on the road. No, I said it's your turn to be in a singlet today and my turn to be in a t-shirt. It's a nice singlet. Are we going together?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1, boom! 3:25 first K. Let's go. Rep 2, 326. Bit harsh that. It flashed on 325, but it gave me 326.02. Good job. We're at 3 done. 324. 324. Okay.
Well done, Andy.
Halfway. $325. Happy days.
Yes, Andy! Yes! Well done, mate.
So the fifth one was 328 and the sixth one was 332. So I really tied up in those last two reps. I really struggled, but the goal today actually was to try and keep the floats a little bit more honest, keep them in and around the 7-minute mile pace range, which I did. And so by floating a little bit harder, I think I burnt myself out a little bit for the last two. Overall average pace for the session was 5:56, so I'm actually very happy with that. I'm just a little bit disappointed. The fifth one I could sense I was tying. The sixth one I went into it feeling a little bit more relaxed, but due to being relaxed, the pace dropped off a bit. But it is what it is. We were consistent last week and today's session was a little bit better in terms of average pace, but in terms of the reps, we fell off the wagon at the end. Anyway, it's not the end of the session yet. 5 by 200. 200 meters, here we go. Oh, get those legs turning. There we go, 200 is done. 40, 36, 36, 35, 40. Faded at the end of the 200s, just like we did at the end of the Ks. Moral of the story, don't do a moderate run less than 12 hours, 14 hours before you go into a session. Moderate runs might not be the most taxing, but it certainly fatigued me towards the end of today's session. Anyway, let's see how Matt got on, and then we'll cool down. The man of the moment, how did your session go?
I'm not the man of the moment.
Well, I'm not, because I messed up royally.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell them something better than what I did.
Yeah, well, mine went really well.
Oh, what a surprise.
Yeah, just felt really comfortable, cruisy, kept the heart rate in the right place. Effort felt good. Looking forward to session 2 later.
Smashing. Cool down time. So there we go, that was Tuesday, a relatively solid session. I was a little bit disappointed at the time that we faded a bit, but on the whole I have to say I floated better. It was good overall, and I feel like things are starting to click. And we'll talk a little bit more about the rest of the week after this run today, because things are now clicking. But today is all about the Asics Ekiden World Relay 5K. I actually have a long run today, but I've got a 20-minute portion in that long run where we're going to be running at threshold pace. So it's going to be good to test myself, aiming for around 5:35 to 5:40 pace. So we'll just do that, see how we can hold it coming back from fitness, and yeah, see what that feels like. So here are my teammates that are joining me on this relay. So there we go, that's my teammates. We're gonna get this show on the road. Once I've done the 20 minutes, I'm then gonna finish the long run without a watch, because I forgot my watch today, all being recorded on the phone. And then once we've done that, we'll touch base at the end and go through the week in full.
Almost there. .12 miles. 20 minutes, 21 seconds.
So there we go, that's the Asics Ekiden World Relay 2020 complete. It was an absolute pleasure to collaborate, talk through and discuss with Mike, Emily and Ed how we were going to structure this, who was doing what leg, and then of course going out and nailing a sub 3 hour marathon combined between the four of us, which is absolutely epic. We placed 300 and something out of 8,000 teams. So results are on screen, you can see where we came, an absolutely incredible effort by the team. And just before we move on to talking about how the week went in terms of training, I have to say that if you don't know who any of those YouTubers are, they're incredible, they're amazing, and their links are in the description below. I know that you know all of them, but if you don't, for whatever reason, head down into the description, click the link, subscribe, support fellow running YouTube creators. They're all incredible, and as I said, it was a pleasure to team up with them. Go team Shoetubers United. So moving on to the 10K week itself, another solid week, week 3 complete, the week where it started to click. I kind of felt really good, as you guys know, at the end of week 2. If you watch that return of the TC video, you'll see that long run just clicked. It was fantastic, and that means leading into week 3 things have started to fall into place. Once again on Monday we started with a 60-minute moderate run, which was 6:40 per mile average pace for 9 miles, which was fantastic. Tuesday, you've just seen the session. Yes, we faded a bit, but overall average pace was the best it's been so far, and again, miles in the bank, feeling good and solid. Wednesday, as always, was a rest day. Thursday was 10 by 400 meters and then a 15-minute tempo run. The goal there was to run an average of 75-76 seconds per 400 meters with only 45 seconds rest in between. So really dialing into race pace, short rest and going again. And we nailed it. Most of them, I think more than 2/3 of the splits were 75 or 76 seconds. A few of them were slightly over, but again, it's just showing that we're getting better. Then the tempo run was 11 beats a minute slower than it was, lower than it was 2 weeks ago. I did this same tempo run at Lydney Lake 2 weeks ago. 171 beats a minute was the heart rate. This week was 160, feeling on top of the world. I said to Chris, who's helping me out with the training at the moment, I felt absolutely like I was gliding at the pace, which was fantastic. Friday, super easy run, 8:30 per mile. 45 minutes, 5.8 miles, something like that. It was a brilliant run, keeping it nice and easy so that we could hammer the weekend's long run, which you've just seen a little bit of. We ran the 3.5 miles, we ran the 5K, a little bit more in the 20-minute threshold. Average pace was, I think it was like 5:40. We did like a 5:44, a 5:38 and a 5:38 mile, which was great, exactly where I needed it to be. We then kicked on and did a moderate 70-minute long run around the cycle track, which again nailed the pace once again. So finishing off the week with 47 miles and the best week to date. I am now buzzing to start week 4. Once again, these things are saving the day. My foot is virtually plantar fasciitis pain free. It's feeling great. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. So that is week 3. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Until then.